Welcome, Kaught Looking fans, and welcome to the first episode of Kaught Looking TV. My goal for this channel is to share with you baseball-inspired products, foods, adventures, baseball park fun, hats, and anything else that is inspired by the game of baseball. In this first episode, I want to share with you my Father's Day hat haul of minor league teams. Before I share with you the different hats that I picked up for Father's Day, let me explain how I'm able to obtain my hats. Ever since a kid, I've worn a hat. My first baseball hat ever was an Oakland A's hat because I was a huge Rickey Henderson fan. Once I got to high school, we were allowed to wear hats in school, so I started coordinating the hat colors with my outfits. When I was in high school, that's when hats started doing the different colors than the original team. That's when they started doing the Yankees hats and the yellow and red and orange and whatever other color, and then it just branched out from there. I've always been fascinated with minor league hats because they were a lot more fun. But the only thing is, I could buy all the hats and then my bank account would end up being zero. So I made a deal with myself. The only way I can buy hats from a minor league team is if I visited their park first. So once I visit the park, I pick up a hat or two when I'm at the park, and then anytime down the road, if I decide I want to order one, then that's okay. If I haven't visited the park, then it's a no-go. So far, I visited 10 minor league ballparks, so I am able to purchase 10 different teams whether I'm at the park or not. Actually, I can only purchase 9 teams now because one of the teams is now moved. But I can buy the team who they were before. So my Father's Day haul was 5 different hats. Some were on sale, some I've been wanting, and some were on sale and I've been wanting. Okay, so for my first hat, let's start with the one I'm wearing. It's from the Corpus Christi Hooks Coastal Bend Conservation Weekend. So the Coastal Bend Conservation helps to keep the beaches and the land clean and a thriving ecosystem. So for this particular weekend, volunteers plus some of the members of the team went out to help to clean the beaches. On that weekend, the players wore special jerseys and hats, and this was the hat that they wore. The point of Coastal Bend Conservation Weekend is to raise awareness to keep the ecosystem and the beaches clean. So the second hat is the Corpus Christi Hooks Raspa hat for the Copa de la Diversión nights. So what is a raspa? Essentially, a raspa is a snow cone, but the only difference for a raspa in Texas is that you can get them in some flavors that you're probably not accustomed to, such as pickle juice and horchata. So my third hat is from the Gwinnett Stripers. Visited the Gwinnett Stripers Stadium last summer in July. This was one of the hats that was there that I wanted, but I didn't pick up. Picked this one up because it was on sale this time, and they kind of changed the pattern of this year's hat. So I was lucky enough that they still had this one in my size. This is my fourth hat. So last year, during the same time that I visited Gwinnett, we stopped in New Orleans to visit the stadium before they left. This is the team that I visited that is now moved to Wichita. Prior to this team's name, they were known as the New Orleans Zephyrs. I was able to get a Zephyrs hat last year, but most of the New Orleans baby cakes merchandise in my size was gone. New Orleans changed their team name back in 2017 after holding a contest to decide on a new moniker for the team. When the team changed their name, it was met with some mixed reactions in the community. Some people loved the new logos of baby cake. They felt that it was a fun new way to engaged with the team. Whereas some people felt the name Baby Cake was not a team name, and they felt that it didn't really represent the culture, because what it technically is representing is a king cake that has a baby inside the cake, if you're not familiar with that tradition. The king cake is usually during the Mardi Gras season before Lent, but overall for the disappointment that people had, they just felt it didn't go together. It wasn't even a thing. Unfortunately, New Orleans no longer has a current minor league team. As a large city, I think that's kind of sad. As I'm based in San Antonio, sometimes I'm afraid that could happen. Fifth hat is a hat that I wanted from the local team, the San Antonio Missions. I'm a huge fan of the two-tone colors of the white front and the back panels and the brim. This one has a patch for the Wolf Stadium logo, and then it has the coonskin cap with the Alamo on there. So those are the 5 hats that I was able to pick up for Father's Day. I did have a plan to visit a bunch of East Coast teams this summer, but that was canceled due to COVID. Because there's games going on starting very soon, we are going to go visit some parks that I have not been to in Texas, so I can pick up those teams' hats and grow my collection. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I can bring you more baseball-inspired fun products and adventures and food and other baseball fun stuff in a fun video series like this. Let me know what you think. Did you like any of these hats? Do you have some of these? How do you go about getting your hats? Does it matter? Is it a free-for-all? I'd love to hear your comments, and thank you for watching. See you next time.